Our story. Take one. Do you remember our story?
Yeah, I remember our story. I even remember when it started. 1991.
1991.
As they say, as the old people say.
As the old people say. Let's just give everybody a background of where we're going before we go into the story. Everybody wants to know how Chris and Russ became Chris and Russ.
Right.
How do we become the black and red shirts? How did we become Red Sea TV? And we have told this story so many times to so many of our friends and people we've worked with and everything that they just, I think it's time we just tell pretty much the world, and hopefully everybody shares this, our story of where we were to where we are right now.
Well, hopefully we won't leave any out. But remember, we worked in a diaper plant, and I had only been there like a week. And it come to find out later, you had only been there a week before me.
Yeah.
And I worked in the back, and you worked in the front, and we had seen each other in the break room or whatever. And I'm standing in the back looking out in the parking lot, and there's a car on fire.
I remember it well.
And you walked up. Your hair was short, dude.
Short, yeah. A lot of people running by too.
Yeah, they're running by. There's people out there.
panic.
They're busting the window in the car, trying to put the fire out. And you walk up and you go, "Hey, man, what's going on?" I went, "There's a car fire." You're like, "Man, whose is it?" And I go, "Mine." And the next words out of your mouth, which is kind of you today, "Hey, man, you need a ride home?" Well, hell no, I'm gonna walk.
That was it.
That was it.
And we got in the car. The shift was over.
Hope you get the song right. I mean the artist right.
Got in the car. The shift was over. I turned on the radio, and you went, "You listen to that kind of music?" I went, "Yeah."
Who was playing?
Jodeci.
Nope.
Who?
Ralph
Tresvant.
Tresvant.
Oh, golly, that's right.
So maybe I should tell
You
this
should
story.
tell the story. Keep
But,
going.
at that point, you had already done your wrestling thing,
Yes.
hadn't you? You had went, "Man, I want to be a wrestler," and you went through the whole deal, went up to Oklahoma. These are stories I hear later.
Yeah.
And I went, "Man, you want to entertain." And it was more you than me.
Right.
Man, what can we do to entertain? And, of course, what's next? A boy band.
Yes, the boy band. And to back up on the boy band, we had started talking about stuff to do,
Sure.
and we were like, and we're like peas of the same pod. It's kind of, it was that immediate friendship. It was that immediate. I mean, you just had Marissa. She's a baby.
6 months old.
Yeah. So
Tops.
I was like, me and you were stuck at the hip.
Right.
Probably why we're both divorced now, but we were stuck at the hip, and it was that drive of what can we do, and neither one of us can sing.
Oh, we can sing, just not good.
So we're going to start a boy band.
And we'll go back. I mean, you were writing scripts when you were in high
Yeah.
school, and I was in one-act play and all those things, and I enjoyed that, and it just kind of became this beautiful friendship of, man, how can we entertain?
Yeah, how do we? And I'll never forget us, and I'll get to that, but I'll never forget us riding around going,